Happy holidays, everyone. Lance here from DEDCandy and Slasher's Paradise, here to bring you our Holiday Kickoff show. Tonight, we have a very special live performance, and I can't wait to show that to you. I'm not going to tell you who our guest is just yet. I would like to surprise you with that one. But also, at the very end, we have our very own holiday special by Slasher's Paradise. So stick around and watch that. As of right now, I believe, yes, we do. We have a caller. So caller, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
Who is this?
This is Lance from DEDCandy and Slasher's Paradise. Why do you ask? Since I already said that. Excuse me? What was that?
I said I want to know who I'm talking to.
Oh, you're talking to Lance from Slasher's Paradise, DEDCandy, yes. Do you have anything to share with our guests? Anybody watching out there? Would you like to say hello? Did you want to ask a question?
What's your favorite holiday movie?
Ooh, holiday movie. My favorite holiday movie. Well, I mean, I have to, of course, mention movies like Christmas Vacation, Black Christmas. Maybe my all-time favorite is A Christmas Story. But you know, people, it's not Christmas until you watch Die Hard. So go watch that right after our episode here. Caller, thank you so much for calling in. We love your questions. We hope you come back again later. Anyway, on to...
You hang up on me, I'll gut you like a...
I guess he wasn't happy about leaving. I guess he had more to say. I don't... Anyway, on to our live performance. Ladies and gentlemen, his rendition of Silent Night, Michael Myers. Ooh, yet another one of these? Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Ooh. Ooh. That didn't go well. Okay. Oh, we're back. All right. Well, I believe we have another caller, so let's keep it going. Whew. Caller, you're on live with DEDCandy / Paradise Holiday Kickoff show. The Moaner. How you doing, man? All right. Well, we're glad that you came back. We know we'll be hearing from you throughout the holidays. Anyway, we're going to move on through this show. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy a holiday edition of Slasher's Paradise. We'll see you next time. Happy holidays. Whew. Ho, 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 Danny.
Ho, 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 shit.
Welcome to the holidays from Slasher's Paradise. That's Danny. I'm Lance. Welcome to our show. A little different today. We're going to talk about some of our favorite holiday films and kind of not so much the origins of them, but just talk about some of the holiday films that have come up. Not just Christmas, not the holiday in this season particularly, but all holiday films.
Well, maybe, Lance, holidays are a matter of are a little bit subjective, perhaps.
Okay.
Because I think that we've already started our whole Slash's Paradise deal on holidays, have we not?
We have the entire series of the Halloween films.
That's a holiday in my book.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not getting the day off from school or anything like that, but it's a holiday.
Absolutely. I think we're getting closer and closer to that becoming an actual holiday where we will be off that day.
Good.
Yeah.
About time.
I think
First
so.
thing you do is get rid of daylight savings time, and then
Because that's pointless.
Yeah. But yeah, well, starting with like movies like Black Christmas and Halloween, you have a lot of horror movies that like just made like a movie. They made a movie based off the holiday. They're like, oh, holiday's coming up. Halloween was successful. Black Christmas was awesome. Let's jump on that train.
Yeah.
So what do you get stuff like
My Bloody Valentine.
But yeah, there we go.
Not a holiday, but it is something that we celebrate. And
yeah.
I mean,
New Year's Evil.
that's from the movie, so I mean,
Sorry,
that's
guys.
that's why he has to do that.
Ever want to put yourself through something, you could watch that.
Ooh, just watch the trailer, and that's enough for you to go, nope. Like me,
Yeah. Well,
I'm not getting through
I'm a
that.
completionist. You know me.
Oh,
I mean, there's some that I have. Okay, but like, I mean, there's I think there's a Father's Day. There's definitely
there's Father's Day. I think there's two Father's Day. I think Father's Day got remade.
Well, maybe I'm thinking of The Stepfather. That's probably why I'm like. But anyway, you got April Fool's Day, which is a good one. You got Leprechaun, which is because of St. Patrick's Day. That gave us a huge boogeyman.
Sure. Well,
not huge.
He's not huge, but he's yeah.
No, it's like I didn't have no problem. You had what is it? Uncle Sam. That was one.
Yeah.
It was an evil Uncle Sam. The one that I actually think that should be made and never has been is Eli Roth's fake trailer from the Grindhouse movies. Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You don't. I want that movie to be made.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? It's hilarious. It's a Killer Pilgrim. I want it to be made so much because the trailer is hilarious. Thanksgiving. White meat. Dark meat. All will be carved. You'll come home for the holidays. Thanksgiving.
There is actually a Thanksgiving one. I'm going to look up the name for it, but there's like a killer turkey on the list.
Is it Gobble Gobble or some shit?
It is some
Death Gobble.
Gobble's I think it's Killsgiving or something like that.
That's it. Killsgiving's Killer Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just love the puns. Have been like, you prepare to get the stuffing scared out of you.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Excuse me. It's Thanksgiving the killer turkey.
Well, there we go.
There it is. That makes a little more sense.
Now we get to write Killsgiving.
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 It's a new holiday.
But did you have a problem with the studios swinging for the fences with these holiday movies?
Absolutely not. Why would I?
Because it gave us some gems.
I mean, we got Black Christmas, which we will talk about. And that's, we talked about that being the beginning. Like that's the open source for holiday films. It did well-ish. Mm-hmm. But now it's a cult classic and now we love it so much. And then we got Halloween just a few years after that, mm-hmm. which blew up. Nobody had done a Halloween film. Literally, no one had titled their film Halloween.
And thank God it was called Halloween and not The Babysitter Murders.
Yes.
No, I can you imagine? But yeah,
it would have been a one-off.
It probably would have. It was so good because I think a lot of it had to do with the name of the movie. Yeah.
Well, and also you open it up to franchises because guess what? Next year, that holiday's coming back around no matter what.
Yeah.
So I think it just opens up to something that's so familiar to you in any way. No matter how you celebrate any of these holidays, it's familiar to you in some way. So add a boogeyman to it.
I mean, what inspired Friday the 13th? They're like, well, we want to do something like Halloween, but in the woods, in the camp. Ooh, Friday the 13th is an unlucky day, and it's yearly, almost all the time. You'll get at least one.
It reoccurs.
Yeah, it reoccurs.
Definitely.
So what holiday movies have done have at least for the not so creatives have at least give them a base.
Yeah.
It'd be like, okay, we want to make a movie about New Year's Evil. It's a guy who has to kill on New Year's Eve and stuff like that. Right. Great.
What's funny though is again the origins of this is not about the holiday. Like we talk about Black Christmas it's not about Christmas. It just so happens to happen during Christmas.
Right.
And Halloween is kind of the same instance where it's not about Halloween, but it happens during Halloween.
But then you have ones that they're like, no, we have to make it about.
That's what it becomes.
Yeah. They're like, we have to make it about the the reason we're making this movie on Valentine's Day, and we're going to make My Bloody Valentine. So we have to make it make sense. So they make a fake town called, what is it?
Oh God,
Cupid something.
Yeah, it's very on the nose.
Yeah, it's like, and we're called like Cupid's Hollow or something like that. And our deal is that we have a huge Valentine's Day party because it's the namesake of or whatever of our town. And it's like, you know, that could go very wrong, but it gave us an awesome movie. My Bloody Valentine was awesome.
It was awesome, and I will say the remake actually outdid the original.
The remake is the good.
There are like 3 or 4 movies ever that I've said you could do a remake. My Bloody Valentine was one of them, and The Crazies was another one for sure. And we'll probably do a remake show one day. Sure. But My Bloody Valentine, the remake, the 3D version, I love that film because Tom Atkins is in it.
Goddamn right.
You're goddamn right. And it just is a great throwback to 80s horror slasher, but it also brings in all these great Valentine's Day elements into it. I thought it was awesome.
Holiday movies can definitely swing and a miss. Yeah, you know, when you're making it too, like we just the what is it, Thanksgiving, and there's some really absurd movies like Santa's Sleigh, and like I said, Jack Frost, where they're like, we know we want to make it about the holiday, but we just want to make a cheesy, crappy movie, and you know. I definitely think the holidays give you a reason to make. There's even a movie called Holidays. You know, it's a horror movie called Holidays. So they give you an opportunity to set a nice baseline, to set a nice foundation. It's up to you if you're going to make it memorable, cheesy, or nothing in between. So there.
Yeah, and there's a good number of them I love, but again, it keeps horror films going throughout your year. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just for October when you watch horror films. That's a more popular time, but now it's like, oh, well, February is Valentine's Day, so I'm going to watch my horror movie.
Yeah.
Valentine was, I thought, pretty cool. Yeah. That was done in the 2000s, and which is a very rough era in my book, but and it looks like a lot of movies, but
they're getting more. They're coming, like they're having a resurgence because if anything, you give it time, the nostalgia factor hits it, and where people are like, oh, but remember these definitely didn't get appreciated. I'm just saying, like the Valentine's actually an exception that was, I think, good at the time, right?
Yeah, it was kind of more on the piggyback of like urban legends, I think, more than it was of the Dimension mass production films. But I like Valentine. It was kind of an 80s throwback, but it was original in its sense.
Yeah, you had a murder with a Cupid mask, right? Cupid face or something.
Yeah, and he had the bloody nose, which came out of the mask, and he wore a dark cloak. But the way that they filmed him was always very dark and kind of edgy for the time. I mean,
sure.
It was like Y2K era, so it's supposed to be a little bit brighter, but this was like contrasty and dark. And
so
cool.
and for all intents and purposes, I like to say a lot, holiday movies are such a wonderful, beneficial, nice little niche market for the horror fans that need horror year round.
Yeah.
And some of my favorites have to deal around the holiday. So I don't think we would be here talking about it if people didn't hammer down that you can take advantage of these moments in the year and make a horror movie out of it.
Absolutely. I am that kind of horror fan where Halloween, I have to watch the Halloween films during October. Mm-hmm. Friday the 13th, I have to watch during the summer, like pre-Halloween. That's just me. I don't really watch Friday the 13th.
What do you want to do?
Exactly. Yeah. That's just how I see it. And so that's where I go with it. These holiday films keep my juices flowing through the year.
Yeah. It's awesome. And it's all about juice, and it's all about keeping the juice flowing, ripe for the picking. I feel like there's some that I'm missing, but like, yeah, there's one for almost everything. Yeah, so some of these that I mentioned are definitely worth your time. April Fool's Day, I've always kind of liked. It's just kind of,
it's cool.
It's kind of silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the verdict is from Slasher's Paradise, holiday films, check mark or a thumbs up. We approve, and we needed it because Well, it started everything for us, at least. Halloween.
Yeah. And then we get to go to Black Christmas, which we will be talking about in our next episode. So please come check us out on either Spotify or Apple. If you're on Apple, write us a review.
Please write us a review, and it would be awesome if that review entailed 5 stars. And we really appreciate you guys listening. Share, like, subscribe would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Danny, anything else?
Make sure that when you are making your Christmas cookies this year, and that's your cliffhanger.
All right. Well, we will have a rating system. Our pumpkin spice lattes will now be eggnog. So there you go. Come join us for the next 4 episodes, all holiday themed. We'll see you next time. That's Danny. I'm Lance. This has been your look at holiday horror films. Danny, anything else?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Good luck.
Happy horror days. What?